gotta go.
Welcome back. Welcome back for Listener Request Month. This week, you want to suck face? I'm Derek.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jack.
This is Bad Movies,
Worst
People.
Hi, guys. How are ya?
Welcome.
I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at. I think
Either
it's-
one. You're on both.
He's
Oh.
gonna edit to whichever.
Fantastic. So I do want to
Just
say.
keep switching, make his job harder.
I know. I'm like, so I just really want to say happy birthday, Bryce. We are recording on your birthday. Happy 33rd. You are the listener request for today. And you
Bryce is responsible for this.
Bryce is responsible for this.
I'm just gonna wish you a birthday.
Birthday.
Birthday! It is your birthday.
And we, in fact, did do Garbage Pail Kids. Kings.
Kids. Yeah, whatever word you want to say.
Garbage pail kegs.
1987.
Yes, 1987's The Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Off the bat, I wanted to ask you something. Is this available anywhere? Like, is this a hard to find one? Because that always does
I know it's on YouTube.
affect our. Okay.
This movie is not easily available.
Oh.
I also cannot find it on YouTube.
Oh, I thought it was on YouTube.
It might have been, but I do see here on YouTube clips from Shout Factory, which means that they did put it on Blu-ray. So have fun with that.
Yeah. So you can boutique it. You just might have to go to fucking eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where else it would be available. We watched it through Secret Means.
Secret Means TV.
But you know what? I wouldn't worry about it. So
We know a guy.
this is Bad Movies, Worst People. It's a podcast that we do.
This is bad movie. Do you want to talk about budget? Do you have
Sure.
any of this number?
Well, first, let me read Bryce's email.
Oh, please do. To the
So
birthday
we got
boy.
an email from Bryce. Hey guys,
Happy
just started listening, but friends with Whitney. I think you should do Garbage Pail Kids the movie. It seems cringy enough to make it interesting. That's our entire.
Okay. So he's not defending it.
No. I like he said it seems, which means he may not have seen it.
I don't think he has seen it.
Oh,
He just knows it exists.
Bryce.
He just turned 33.
He
Bryce, what have you done?
he heathered us, dude.
I can't believe you've done this. We are the guinea pigs.
Yeah, he's like, you watch it, let me know.
Had you ever seen this before?
No.
Had
Aware
you ever
of it.
seen this
Absolutely
before?
not.
Were you aware of it?
I was aware that it existed.
Yeah. Same.
I
Same.
have seen this before.
Yeah. We caught you quoting it. As one does with a movie as good as Princess Bride.
Oh, fuck. Call me out like that.
This is directed by a guy named Rod Amatow, who passed away in 2003.
Oh,
And it was the last thing he directed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really recognize anything he directed. He directed a lot of 50s and 60s TV. He directed a movie called Son of Hitler. And then some other movies that no one knows. And it was written by him and someone named Linda Palmer, who I also did not recognize anything from or didn't really have anything else because I literally just wrote Linda Palmer in my notes.
That's not ringing a bell.
But there is a welcome back in the production side of this.
Yes, there is.
Makeup effects were done by one John Carl Buechler.
Oh, nice.
The Beaks.
He's working on a low budget then because he didn't make some of this look good. Not his fault.
No,
It's
and
just-
there's stuff about both those. So real quick, John Carl Buechler was considered to direct the film.
Oh.
His version of the story was going to be a straight up horror film, which
Yes.
it should have been.
Yeah.
Should have been.
The Garbage Pail Kids would have spawned from radioactive sludge that found its way to a garbage can filled with broken dolls, turning them into serial killers.
Yes. Yes, I want that so much
1000%.
more.
Yes.
You know people make this happen.
Look, bring John Carl Buechler back from the grave
Oh my God.
and make this movie.
That's the movie, just doing that.
So yes, we'll play the budget box office game.
All right. Are we guessing budget? You giving us budget?
It's up to you.
Let's guess budget.
15 million.
In 1987.
Oh, it's 87.
You want to redirect?
10 million.
7.
$1 million.
Neither of us won.
No, both went way over. Damn, $1 million?
Yeah, this movie cost $1 million.
I guess there's just nobody in it.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have said Tom Savini, you guys would have known it was only $1 million.
Yeah, for sure. You said Beekler.
Beekler. I'm gonna say 250,000.
I'm gonna guess
250,000 is the weirdest way to say that.
200.
Number.
Well, I was gonna say 250, like 250K.
Oh, okay.
I'm also just gonna go ahead and guess this did not get a Chinese market.
I don't know, but I would assume not.
I would assume. I'm gonna say that it made a bit of money. It was $1.7 million.
So close. 1.5.
Woo!
So hey, it made 150% of its budget there.
Yeah, it did.
I don't think that was enough.
I mean,
No.
they're hoping to sell merch.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
because
they
the
definitely
movie
sold merch.
starts with a Topps chewing gum production.
Wow, I never thought I'd see a bubblegum movie. This is fucking bubblegum money.
What was the all-star the releasing company? Astro? What was it?
Atlantic.
Atlantic Releasing
I
Company.
think I had read, and I could be confused because I did research for a bunch of different movies on the same night, but I think this was the one that was like, this was released by them, and then they shortly went out of business,
Uh-huh.
I believe.
Wait till we get to McHale's Navy. Have I got a story for you?
But you commented on how it didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
The things. Did you notice throughout the movie they looked progressively a little bit better?
Did they?
Well, like the mechanics seemed to work a little bit better, the faces and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, those eyes were terrifying.
When they started the movie, they weren't done with the dolls.
You could see, like, on the back parts, things weren't completely
Seams.
finished.
Yeah, and Rob, whatever his name was, Amatow was like, "It's fine, kid. Let's get started. We'll
Hey,
finish them as we move along."
This is an Amatow production. Okay? We move it right along.
I am an Amatow.
I am an Amatow in charge of this town.
This movie was nominated for a bunch of awards.
The
Anything-
Razzies?
Anything good?
Not the Razzies per
I
se.
don't think Razzies existed in 87.
I think they did.
Really?
It's what caused the Razzies.
This
to
movie
start.
started the Razzies.
Yes, it was. They did because The Thing won Razzie for Worst Picture the year it came out.
The Thing is amazing.
Yeah, no, it takes away any credibility they didn't have.
Wow.
But this was nominated for Worst Picture at the Hastings Bad Cinema Society's 10th annual Stinkers Bad Movie Awards,
Wow.
alongside Ishtar, which I have heard of but not seen, Leonard Part 6, which we'll talk about one day.
Is it a single movie?
Yes.
Leonard Part 6?
Yes, and it stars
There's not 5.
It stars one Bill Cosby.
Oh, give me that Jello pudding pop.
It was also nominated alongside Who's That Girl and wait for this one, Spaceballs.
I love Who's That Girl?
Spaceballs got nominated for a
Spaceballs
bad
was nominated
movie.
for the worst movie of the year.
Yikes! So you lost. They lost all credit as well.
Yeah, especially because Spaceballs won.
Wowzers!
Rude. And Who's That Girl was also, it's a Madonna movie. Don't know if you know that.
What is?
Who's That Girl?
Oh, so she hasn't been in only one movie nominated for worst of the year.
No.
Because Swept Away was nominated for, or it swept the Razzies away.
I don't
The
know
year it came
either
out.
of those things.
Swept Away was,
I like Dick Tracy.
who's the guy that does the British gangster movies? Guy Ritchie.
That's the one.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie did Swept Away, which was a remake of like a French movie or something, I think, with Madonna, who he was
Married to.
married to at the
Donkey.
time, and it swept the Razzies, as it were. Swept them right
Ah.
away. So
He made another stinker with that King
Okay,
Arthur
then.
movie.
I have a fun little who could have played factoid for you guys.
Peter O'Toole,
So Ron
Who's
McLaughlin,
Juice.
I said factoid,
Oh.
a factoid about who could have played.
Oh. Got it.
So Ron
Juice-
McLaughlin, who played Juice, has said that someone else was nearly cast in his role, but he
Okay.
snatched it away from him.
87, fucking
Dude from-
tough guy.
Punk
Dude
ass
from-
teenager.
Craig Schaefer from Voyage of the Rock
Yes.
Aliens. Is that who you're thinking of?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I was thinking, what did you say?
I just said a punk ass tough kid teenager, 87.
I was thinking, punk ass tough teenager. So not Emilio.
Playing a teenage character. I don't know how old he was, but
Christian Slater, man.
No, they would have got it confused with Alligator. This was Mr. William Zabka.
Oh, of course.
One Billy Zabka.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went
The
way
hero,
too
the
high
hero of
Karate
Karate
Kid.
Kid.
Well, he should have
Yeah.
been. He was robbed.
He
Yeah.
was robbed. Dude comes in and bangs on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Look, we need a recount is all I'm saying.
yeah.
Fucking kid.
He won by an illegal move.
kid from Reseda.
We'll get there. We'll talk about that movie one day.
Even though it's still phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. But there's 5 other ones that aren't.
Which ones?
All of them.
No. The one they go to Okinawa is bad.
They've got stuff. Look, death matches in Okinawa is cool.
Yeah.
Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes.
Karate's bad boy Mike Barnes is
It's
always
cool.
good.
But come on. And then we got fucking Baby Smith in that
Yeah.
reboot.
And what's the girl? Jennifer Gardner?
No.
No, it's
I do that every fucking
Boys
time.
Don't Cry. Hillary Swank.
Hillary
I
Swank.
do it every
Yes.
fucking time.
You do.
Yeah.
Which one's the one with Jackie Chan?
Will Smith.
Will Smith?
Jaden,
Okay.
Jaden, right?
Yeah. Even though it's in China and they don't have kung fu there. Or they don't have karate, they have kung fu.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
We'll get there.
It's all the same. We're white Americans.
Yeah. We're going to have a sign in the ugly boarding school thing just says too ethnic.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a trash can spaceship.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry, garbage pail.
Garbage pail.
Spaceship.
Garbage pail.
Because you two are both like had a different waste bin receptacle. It's like, I think I'd call it a garbage pail. If I had to give it a name, and I don't because they already gave it one.
It's where the kids come from.
Tis a garbage pail. It's the titular garbage pail to the kids.
It's dripping gloop and it's crashing onto Earth.
Oh, it has a
Gloopy
bad case of
gloops.
leaky dong.
Yes, it does.
And I know that that's a dirty thing to say for a kids movie, but this is a dirty kids movie.
Yes.
All around.
There's almost underage nudity in this movie,
Yeah.
which we only found out halfway through the movie
Yeah.
that it would have been underage nudity.
Because they are dressing this chick up to be, I would say, early 20s, like in the late 80s
They're
clubbing.
Brooke shielding her.
Yeah, well, at least she didn't do Playboy.
Yeah. Yeah, because this girl, Katie Barbary, who plays Tangerine, who also was apparently in Perdita Durango.
Was she? Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder if she's just one of like the extras.
The character is named Azafata. Azafata.
Izafarter?
Azafata.
Izafarter. Who farted? Izafarter.
But that's the only thing I recognized from her credits, and I wrote it down because I was like, hey, we're doing that movie.
That's fucking great. Perdita Durango.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be in our lives
Yeah.
forever now.
Yeah,
guys are gonna love
when
that.
we were because we figured out the kid who is
Mackenzie Austin.
Mackenzie, Sean Astin's brother.
Yes.
Mr.
Iron Will himself.
He's
Yeah.
playing 14, so we're like, well, let's see what she is. You know, figuring if she's playing 19, they're only 5 years apart. You know, it's better than episode 1 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Turns out I could not believe it. I was like, this isn't right. My math has to be wrong. There's no way she's 15 years old making
She's
this movie.
15.
She's 15 years old making this movie,
Now-
presumably playing it too.
To be fair, maybe
fair.
she's lying about her age because
Could be.
the girl from Beverly Hills 90210 that plays the book nerd.
Oh, Gloria.
Andrea?
Yeah, God,
Yeah,
how do you
but-
know that? Andrea Zucker
I don't
Yeah.
know how I knew that.
or Andrea.
Oh,
but
sorry,
the
Andrea
actress who plays her.
Gabrielle.
Gifford.
That's all I can think now. But the actress who plays her was the head of SAG and like spearheaded them not having to publicly post their ages or
Yeah.
include them in resumes because there are producers who will not cast, especially women, based on their age if they're
Right.
too old. So that's why a lot of times if you look at IMDb or something, people won't have an age because they don't have to tell you.
Okay.
Maybe she
I
made it
respect
up,
privacy more
but-
than anybody.
It says 1972 and this movie came out in 87, which would make her 15
15.
years old, 16 at best if
No,
they filmed it and it
15.
released the same year somehow.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
no,
$1
you're
million
right.
budget.
Well, because she was
Nope, it would still be 15.
January. You're right. But either way, she's 15 years old, but
And
they're
you're
treating her
showing-
like she's 20,
Yeah.
and she definitely takes off her shirt.
She does have a bra on, but you don't see nipples.
Sure, but
Thankfully.
this whole time we are watching the beginnings of a
Grooming.
fucking, well, no. Sorry, between him and Iron Will and fucking Cherry Tangerine, we are watching the beginnings of a little kid sex romp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't realize that. I thought it was mildly inappropriate when she's 19 seducing him to get her own way. I'm like, okay, it's inappropriate, but at least she's the bad guy. And, it's all weird.
It is all weird.
Like you said, I mean, it's actually not that different than episode 1 now that you think about it.
No, they're way too close in age.
Yeah, because now they're only a year apart. But when we were thinking it was 5 years, I mean, episode 1, they're only, 6 years apart?
8.
8 and 14?
Who the fuck are you talking about? Oh,
Padme
and
Christian.
Deadface Anakin.
Yeah.
No, he's not Deadface yet. That kid's better.
Uh-huh.
Deadface
Jake
is...
Lloyd is...
Yeah.
Jake Lloyd's less dead face.
Yeah.
He at least delivers lines like, yippee!
Wizard. But yeah,
Hana
so
machuta puta.
I'm not really sure what the setup here is. Like, so there's a trash can in space.
Yep.
And then we go to the antique shop, and the trash can's at the antique shop.
We cut out a whole fucking scroll or...
Yeah, there should have been like a Star Wars scroll at the beginning. Like, it was a time of unrest. A magician named Manzini found a trash can full of babies.
The Garbage Pail Kids were hunted to the brink of extinction.
Yep.
They were once the longtime warriors of peace and republic safety.
Javier Bardem dropped a trash can full of babies. Manzini found them. This is their tale.
Think that, so Manzini owns the antique / magic shop. This guy's like a legit fucking wizard. I'm betting you there's a backstory of him being older than we think.
Oh, yeah.
Because he keeps referencing, he's like, that's the 20th century for you.
Yeah.
Like, he just seems so much older in everything he does.
Magellan.
Magellan.
Isn't Magellan the fucking
No,
sword
he's an
and the-
explorer.
Oh, no, the sword and the stone.
Merlin.
Merlin.
Yes.
Thank you.
He kind of is, and Dodger is kind of our
Arthur.
ethereal character.
Yeah, he's our little kid with the sword.
He's an orphan, right?
I think so.
Much like the Artful Dodger.
Who he
Oliver
actually
Twist.
played.
Hmm.
He played the Artful Dodger. Or was it him or Juice? One of them played the Artful Dodger in an Oliver Twist movie.
Probably not Juice. He only did 3 things.
No, that's right. So it was.
This is one. Silk Stockings is the other.
I remember seeing that something. It was like going through the credits, and I saw Oliver
That
Twist,
is
and he
too
played the
fucking
Artful Dodger.
weird.
So, yeah, he's just an orphan.
Too fucking.
And maybe
weird.
So-
that's why his name is Dodger.
Patty Hearst didn't like him.
Yeah.
Get that kid out of
I
here.
just found out Patty Hearst was the fucking mom for those 2 kids. It was weird. I've been watching a lot of that 70s Match Game when I'm drinking.
But we have, yeah.
I make out with you.
It is Richard. Well, see, here's the weird thing. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a Richard Dawson tangent real quick. He never got canceled because every time I'm watching, the women want to kiss him.
Yes.
He doesn't ever seem, and correct me if I'm wrong. If he gets really weird, it gets really weird. But like on the Match Game, he sits there and the girls have to ask the host, like, "Can I go kiss Richard?" Like they all have to ask to go over there. So I mean, that's why he never got canceled, because he was just a smooth fucking pimp. I really hope that something doesn't come out that he was like really shitty, because I just backed the wrong pony. So
Yeah, we can delete it.
all right, cool. You know what's really cool about Richard Dawson? Beep. Nothing.
Just do a bad
Well-
redub like a Major League TV version, right?
He's
Strike
dead now, right?
this
Nothing.
out. Yeah, he's passed, I think.
It's been
A while ago.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while. Early 2000s, mayhaps.
But yeah, Mackenzie Aston, we mentioned, he's in Iron Will. He's the titular Will.
Uh-huh.
He was in Wyatt Earp. He plays Francis O'Rourke.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, but I figured you might.
No.
And he's on Whitney's show.
one episode.
Was it one episode?
Oh, he's in one
I
episode.
swear it said 3 episodes.
Oh, then
He's
maybe
in one
3.
episode of a lot of shows, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I recently saw him in my rewatch of Psych, and I was like, I know this fucking guy. And it took me forever to get to Iron Will, because that's, towards the bottom.
You know what? It is the 3 episodes. I do remember what character he's playing.
I was saying, because nobody on that show's in one
It was-
episode. It's a 24-hour type of thing,
It's
right?
remember the father that they
24
were like, he's DNR. Are you sure you want me to put life support on him?
Yeah.
He was the brother that's like,
Oh, okay.
"Meh." He was also on The Magicians. If you love shows, The Magicians is amazing.
It's not amazing. It's
I
good.
loved it.
You can love it all you want. It's not amazing.
And we have Juice.
You love me, I'm okay.
We have Juice, played by Ron McLaughlin. McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
mentioned.
Sounds like you're going for really shitty Irish jokes.
He has 3 credits. This, 1 episode of Silk Stockings, and a TV movie with Michael Rooker called Back to Back.
Ooh.
I think I actually saw that.
You failed to mention the Michael Rooker part earlier.
I didn't remember it earlier.
Mm.
It was in my notes.
Who's Michael Roker?
I'm
Yondu.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Also,
he's Mary Poppins.
Also Brandy Svenning's dad in Mallrats.
Mhm.
That's right.
You see his butt.
But most importantly, he's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, he's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Most importantly, he eats shit pretzels.
1000% cried when he died.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I'll cry when he dies in real life.
And then we have
Can you
Wally.
muster a tear?
I probably could.
And we have Wally, played by J.P. Amatow, who is the director's son.
Uh-huh.
The only other thing I recognized for his credits was that he did stunts on Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Really?
Yeah.
Chloe, who voiced one of the Garbage Pail Kids, was also the speech coach. Chloe
in the credits?
Amatow, or whatever their name
Okay.
is. Yeah.
So he's just like, we need you to teach these people how to speak. They're voice actors.
I know, you got Jim Cummings in here.
Yeah.
If you don't know Jim Cummings, just look him up. He's got a bunch of stuff. He's the newer Winnie the Pooh, I believe Tigger, as well as also Hondo
thing about Tigger
Anaka.
is
in
Tigger's
Well,
the
newer
old
Winnie the Pooh. I mean, he's been Winnie the Pooh for a while still, though. Just not
I guess not
like
newer.
the 40s and 50s.
Yeah,
or
I guess
whatever.
not
Like,
newer.
The
Just-
more recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does the voice of Greaser Greg and Nat Nerd. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. He's Razul in Aladdin, who's the big palace guard.
You get back here.
He's and like you said, Hondo Anaka.
Yeah. Who I am dying to see in live action. We're gonna get him.
I think this guy's too old to play him.
No, he is, but he can voice him.
Well, not if it's live action.
He can still voice him live action. They got the same guy
You're
that
talking
did
about CGI Gleep Loops.
They did the same guy that did Cad Bane's voice in the cartoon did Cad Bane's voice in Boba Fett.
CGI Gleep Loops.
It wasn't CGI; it was practical. They just dubbed
Is Hondo
over.
Anaka CGI, or is he like a?
He's a weak way, so we've seen them live on episode. Making a mockery of Star Wars.
Tune in to
We're,
Han Took
I was
Shots
gonna say
first.
we're moving on from this, but we have seen Weequay in live action in episode 6.
Aye. I
Oh, is
forgot
he the
to
guy
say
with
my
the
point.
face flaps?
No,
Oh, okay. All right, we're moving on.
they look like
But
raisins with dreadlocks.
So, so Juice and Wally are chasing down Dodger to beat him up and take his money.
I
and
don't
Dodger,
have any money.
He's supposed to be like we said, like what, 14?
Yeah.
He looks like he's 9.
Almost 15.
He looks like
That's
he's
his line.
he looks like he's 9, and these guys look like they're like 30, and they're like,
Yeah.
let's beat up that kid and take his money.
How much money could he possibly have? He works at a fucking antique shop.
I mean, this is
For
the
a
80s.
magician.
If they get $1.70, they can get 2 gallons of gas probably.
But this guy has other things going. Like he seems, who was it?
Yeah, he's doing like international trading and shit.
Well, wasn't it Tangerines? Like the last guy that disagreed with him got poured into the pavement, or it might have been Iron
Dodger
Will.
says that.
Iron Will.
Yeah.
So like he's mafia level hits.
Yeah.
Has some sort of over the border export.
Yeah.
His girlfriend makes clothes and sells them. He takes a cut of that, but he also needs this little
He
kid's.
takes all the money.
That's a cut. 100% still a cut.
Hey, he lets
It's
her
a really big.
he
cut.
lets her ride in his Ram van.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
It's not a Dodge Ram by the way, guys. That's just what he calls it. No, it is. It is a Dodge Ram.
I was like, wait, it's not.
No, it is.
Jokes.
Yeah, Ram jokes.
Callista Ram van. That's really a Ford. I know. Where do you get in here?
But yeah, they're beating up on this kid and stealing his money. He goes off to where he apparently works.
Yeah.
Manzini's Antiques.
He might even live here.
And we meet Captain Manzini, who's played by Anthony Newley,
I really wanted Peter O'Toole.
would have been great.
You're
Peter
just
O'Toole.
a little bit of a squat.
I've done magic before. Have you seen Supergirl?
Watch me make this bottle disappear. Get me another one. I'll make that disappear too.
1, 2, 3.
Then a taste it shall be.
How many chugs does it take to get to the bottle of beef eaters?
Oh no, he likes his brown. He's a big fan of Down and Brown.
Is that poop?
No, it's bourbon, whiskey,
Stuff like
scotch.
this.
Shake it.
Shake your whiskey at me.
Aerate that bitch.
But yeah, he was in a bunch of British shit. Nothing I really recognize. I mean, he's in like their show EastEnders a little bit and a
Okay.
bunch of stuff like that.
I've never seen that, but I know that name.
This was his final film.
Oh.
I must have driven him to suicide. I'm not sure.
Bummer.
No, he didn't die right away, but it was his last
But he
film.
bled out.
He died. Took a couple days for him to die.
Oh.
But this kid shows up and he's got a weird comment of "You smell like a fire hydrant," which I'm not sure
Because
what
a dog
that means.
pees on a fire hydrant?
That's all I got from it.
Okay, I was like, tap water just smells like tap water, dude.
Yeah. No, I got the dog pee
Dog
thing,
piss. All right, cool.
Which, hey, you shouldn't be smelling fire hydrants, old man. That's weird.
You can smell it on a hot, musty day. You can smell the pee in the backyard sometimes.
Oh. Well, that's just because my friends all pee in my backyard.
Exactly.
Oh, you were talking about the dogs. Got it. Never mind.
But they're going through all this crap in the antique shop. He's got this like fan. He's like, this is very valuable and old. Crushes that right up
Let me
and
just-
tosses
God,
it over his
I
Fold
shoulder.
was
this in
like-
half, put it back pocket.
I love fans because he can be like, you can
You're a
use
fan
it-
of fans.
He's-
I'm a fan of fans.
He pulls it out.
A
He's like, you
fangirl.
can use it to seduce.
You
You
can
can use it to rebut. Like
But
rebuff.
the
Rebuff.
way that he closes the
I've been seduced and rebuffed.
sadly.
He rebuffed me in the corner.
Ooh, I'll rebuff
Um,
you in the corner.
He is pulling
Rebuff
out.
in the corner.
The kid pulls out a sword and starts stabbing shit,
Correction, point of order.
Point of order.
A rapier.
which is a sword.
Rapier.
It's the
It began with a bloody ash. Ash word.
Somebody had a comment when you said that it was a rapier, that this guy couldn't be any rapier.
yeah.
like
And
that.
he could- well, he's been holding a rapier and being rapier.
It's a rapier man holding a rapier. I haven't seen rapier in my entire life.
Pull my finger.
But it's only important because he like starts swinging it around and hits the trash can, and the dude Manzini is like, "Stay the fuck
Whoa.
away from that shit."
You ever heard of Pandora's box?
Yeah.
Let me learn you up on something real quick.
Speaking of getting rebuffed,
Yeah.
Pandora's box will buff you up.
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever told you not to touch any of my treasures?
My treasures.
So why has he not locked him up before? Because we get a little brief. We don't see any of them really, but we
Nope.
get a little like pitter patter in the darkness.
Let's get
Which,
at it.
hey, terrifying.
Super terrifying.
Well, he does come out when they're pitter pattering, and he's like, "If I see anybody here, I'll be very surprised." So they jump back in the trash can.
Right.
Yeah.
But then he puts so he knows of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he even says he's the one who put them in the trash can. That's why I was saying the beginning of this doesn't make any sense, because we got the space can, trash can, space trash
Garbage pail.
coming down, and it's like this thing just arrived in the movie, but it's like that must have been 100 years ago when this
Yeah.
guy was 8.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. He was
34.
He was already 100.
Oh, okay. Because like he talks about they were here before and he put them into the garbage pail and he's got to keep them there because the world doesn't like them because they're too ugly.
Yeah.
I just
Duh.
love that his thing is like they can't come out of the garbage pail because they're too ugly. And if they're too ugly, they get arrested by the Department of Uggos.
And gets thrown into jail.
Yeah.
So I might as
But
well
the
keep him in
difference
this
is
jail.
they don't get squished.
Yeah,
They
I
are
guess
squished
I mean
up in
those jail
That's
cells.
what I need to know more about is that fucking the state for ugly people. What is the scientist?
Oh, it's called
doing?
Montana.
Like you get about 5 seconds of I'm glad I'm not in the laboratory anymore.
It's experiments
like-
that we wanted to do on people anyway, but we didn't have human subjects. Now you got people too ugly to live.
You have
Ugly
Too-
enough
too
to
skinny.
scare
Stop
children.
trains.
too gross,
Ugly enough to stop trains.
Too fat.
Plug ugly.
too pale.
Too ugly to live. We're doing cop rock now.
Yeah, I know.
Always.
All right. But yeah, Tangerine comes in. She goes shopping around. Dodger's sniffing her hair.
Play with my beads.
Speaking of episode 1,
Yeah, it's some creep. Oh.
Juice.
Did she smell like tangerines? Because if my name was Tangerine, I think I would have that scent.
Do you
Maybe
think
that's
that means
why.
her boyfriend just smells like generic juice?
Mm-hmm.
Like today
Oh,
I
it's
smell
'cause
like
he's on-
blue. Tomorrow I'll smell like purple.
Because he's on
Tangerine
steroids.
juice.
So wait, hold on. So Axe body spray? I smell like purple. Axe body spray, the Gatorade of smells.
Arctic frost, dude.
Oh man,
I guarantee you that's an axe.
I'm more of a glacier splash myself. Ooh, we should play a game. Gatorade or Axe body spray? Jersey Turnpike.
Oh, that's definitely Gatorade.
Ew. I don't know what's worse, to smell like that or drink like that. That's bad.
But Juice and his goons show up. And
Juicing is good. Hey, look at me. I'm just juicing my goons.
oh,
you
and there's one
jealous?
other. There is
Of the mesh,
Yes.
tank top, and gloves.
Wally's
Yes.
mesh.
Yeah.
There is one other member of the crew we did not mention. She didn't even have a picture on IMDb.
No.
Blythe, who's like the tough.
She's the heavy.
Yeah,
She is the heavy.
we got a greaser dude and his mesh wearing friend, and she's the heavy.
Yeah.
Because she's the fat chick, so she's tough and strong and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
the
this
two
is
boys couldn't
80s.
Open up a thing,
For
but
those
she
who
did.
aren't watching and only listening, fat chick is in quotes.
Yeah.
This is the 80s.
Hard
Oh,
quote.
you
hard
could
quote
totally hear
fat.
the hard quote.
No, she's just not rail thin, and
Yeah.
we're making it be the.
It's like the quote fat girl from Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could have had me for
I
99
still think
cents.
this chick might even been thinner than that. She's just big in a
She's a
muscular
giant.
way.
Well, she's also really tall.
She is taller than any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She was snuggling up with Mesh Boy
yeah.
in the hot
Well,
tub.
then later she's coming up here, gonna have Dodger snuggle up on her dirty pillows.
Her dirty pillows.
Dirty pillows.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys, I don't want to sound needy here.
I'm
or anything,
needy.
But we have a Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople.
Mm-hmm.
And it only costs $3 a month.
$3 a month is nothing.
And I know times are hard right now.
Real hard for me.
Inflation's up.
No.
You can't afford your groceries.
Can't eat.
But you can afford $3 a month if you love us.
Give us $3.
Super love us.
Please
Yeah.
love us.
We're not begging.
I'm begging.
We're not pleading.
I'm pleading.
We're not down on our knees.
Oh boy,
I mean-
my knees hurt. They've been on so long.
But we do kind of need the money.
I need the money bad.
We need new equipment.
New equipment. We need to do remote podcasts for all of you.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need to have video.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need more drinks.
Food sounds good.
So please check out patreon.com/worstpeople.
Please check us out.
You get a bonus episode every month, and we're going to have more content coming for you.
I'll send you pictures.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Please give me more.
Patreon.com/worstpeople.
I'm being held hostage here. If I don't pay my way out of here, they're going to kill me.
But yeah, they're trying to beat him up. They're chasing him around. The trash can gets knocked over, and a bunch of goop spills out. That's when she's like, "It's like an elephant blew its nose." And I'm like, "If only you knew, lady."
Yeah.
Messy Tessie's coming out of this fucking thing.
Gross movie.
So we got Messy Tessie.
Yeah, so I'll go Greaser Greg, who's played. I've got a list here with some actors too. So
Oh.
I don't know if I have
the
them
credits
all.
were a little bit of a mucky muck.
A debacle.
But we have
if you
Greaser
will.
Greg,
Come on.
who's played by Phil. The body part is played by Phil Fondacaro,
Welcome
who's
back.
been on the show twice before. He was in The Dungeon Master, in the segment where they bring that big thing back to life, the big robot thing or whatever. He was in Hard Rock Zombies. He's in Willow, and of course, Return of the Jedi, because it's 1987, and he's a little person.
I'm imagining a lot of these actors for the Garbage Pail Kids were also in Star Wars. Like, it
Yeah.
can't just be him.
So Alligator, both voiced and played by Kevin Thompson, Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Foul Phil, played by Bobby Bell, Return of the Jedi.
But voiced by Amy. Or
Chloe
Chloe
Apatow.
Apatow.
Yeah, not Apatow. This movie wasn't 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I said Amatow.
Oh, okay.
It also didn't have fucking Paul Rudd, sadly.
We have Wendy Winston, who is played by Arturo Gill, both voice and body. Arturo Gill, we've all seen him before, kind of. I know you and I definitely have. So he's in Spaceballs. He plays Dink. So he's
Okay.
not in Star Wars, but he's in Spaceballs.
Worst
And-
movie of the year.
And he's in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey
As Station.
Station. Yeah.
I can't recall.
The creature that
I do not recall,
naked
Senator.
the entire time and it splits in half. Do you not remember a naked butted monster that was good at inventing stuff?
Nope.
Is it in fact true you do not remember that monster's butt at all?
Not at all.
Well, no further questions.
I do not.
If you
Senator.
don't remember where it shits, we must have quits.
Yes.
And then we have Messy Tessie, played by Susan Rosito. And we have had her on the show before, kind of.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
She-
Is she
Blonde?
the mother of Labyrinth?
No.
Did she play Hoggle?
Nope.
Oh.
She plays an emperor penguin in Batman Returns.
Oh, that's right. Forgot they had real practical.
Yeah, there was a couple
suits.
of them that were people in suits and a couple that were real penguins.
Yeah.
She was a suit person.
Nice.
Oh, sure, it wasn't Toby's mom.
I don't think so, but I didn't go that deep. I saw Batman Returns and was like, sounds good to me.
That's all I need to talk about now.
But they all get released from the trash can. Juice and Co. take Dodger down to the sewers.
The juice company.
They take him to they take Dodger to the sewers and they dump shit water on him.
I don't know what their plan is, to waterboard him with fecal matter. Or
Yes.
Well, they
poison
knock him out and they lay him underneath this pipe and they open it and he's out this whole time. So I'm assuming they want him to drown in shit.
Yeah.
Which is really just not
Or if
a
he
great
wakes
business
up,
model.
Or if he wakes up, he goes to the hospital and dies.
Yeah. From
You get
whatever you get.
dysentery, and you get dysentery, and you get
Dysentery.
dysentery.
You're definitely getting some fucking form of E. coli.
yeah. Oh,
Pretty
gross.
sure you're gonna bring back scarlet fever.
But this is when we find out the kids, the GPK,
Whoa.
the GPK, as my notes say, because I did not want to write Garbage Pail Kids.
Man,
Yeah, I got an abbreviation for them.
it's a sad day
They
when
save-
you're abbreviating it and she's quoting it.
They save Dodger from drowning in shit and go take him back up to the antique shop. Manzini shows up, and this is when we find out the Garbage Pail Kids know him because they think it's Alligator. It's like, hiya, Captain. He's you said he was doing like a Christian Slater. I was hearing Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, Captain, how you doing?
I guess so. It is more of that, but there's a couple of times you're like, I'm gonna bite me some toes, but it could definitely just be a Bronson.
Bang,
I'm gonna
you're
be
dead.
them toes. Hey, if you let me down, I'd hate to be them feet.
That Jeff Goldblum raped my wife.
You know what
Bang,
it was
he's
missing?
dead.
Was that in the first one?
Yeah.
Regis.
Regis? You think he sounds like Regis?
No, one of them should have been a Regis.
Oh, can I even do a Regis?
You know
We're the
what's-
Garbage Pail Kids.
You know
Whoa!
what's-
Give it a soda.
You know what's funny though? Speaking of Bill and Ted too, in Death Wish 4,
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Alex Winters is one of the punk kids that he has to kill.
Show me Alex Winters. Why didn't Regis ever do Family Feud?
Ooh.
Show me potato salad.
Love potato salad. Goes right to the hips.
But yeah, he's like, hiya, Captain, no C. And we meet all of our characters. Messy Tessie's the one with snot all over everything.
Because this movie's not as disgusting as I thought it would be.
No.
She's disgusting.
And when
I was expecting more. I'm sorry. I was expecting a lot more vomit. I was expecting a lot more shit water after I saw it once. More farts and maybe devolving into poop. We did get pee pants.
So,
Yeah,
But
Nat
the
Nerd-
booger-
Nat Nerd's
the
pulling out his
snot thing
dick.
is just the worst.
Nat Nerd's pulling out his dick and peeing all the
Derek
time.
went like full Columbo on this. Like, just one more thing. I noticed the urine's not going through your pants, so I feel like your dick is out. It's just above frame.
It was because the first time they show Nat Nerd, there's a puddle coming out of his pants.
Yeah.
The next time, it's a stream.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
time
there's a
after
couple
this,
more
it's back
times.
to out of the bottom of the pants, though. Like this time, he's just like, I got my dick out and I'm
Oh my
just gonna
God.
pee.
that is fucking identical.
Thank you.
It's just a bobo.
It is a bobo.
or a little double, one of them.
Both.
Jesus.
If I win, I get to pee on you.
If you win, you get another bowl of cereal with pee in it.
Cap'n Crunch. I like Cap'n.
But Messy Tessie's like wiping snot off her hand and going to shake this kid's hand. And
Don't shake
Mancini's like,
their
never
hands.
shake hands with Messy Tessie.
Every scene in the movie, she's just like, let me touch
Dude.
this dress that I'm gonna sell to
No.
somebody.
It's,
Well, because
it's
she's
bad.
gluing the rhinestones on.
Yeah, she's using her snot for glue, and that's gross.
Disgusting.
But the end of the movie, when they have the fight,
Yeah.
is the worst. It's just hanging. There's just glue
like-
hanging from her. Ugh.
Is there something on my face?
Nope, all tip top there.
So they go to, as a group, bathe Dodger.
Uh-huh.
That's a thing.
I mean, we
They're
get,
all...
hey, look at them tootsies hanging out of that bathtub. I'm gonna bite me a couple of those young kids' toes.
Yeah,
They're all
Alli-
staring at this naked boy in a bathtub.
Alligator, this whole movie wants to eat humans.
He's got a lunchbox with eyeballs
And toes.
and toes.
He's got a foot thing.
Wait, I like the
does have
tone
a
your
foot
wife
thing.
hit was that toes was supposed to be a defense. He's got lunchbox eyeballs and toes. Doesn't make it better.
Top and bottom, dude.
He's not just eating eyes. There's also penises in there. I think I saw an ear.
There was an ear.
Hey,
Yeah.
that Dolph Lundgren's got a nice looking necklace. I call that a candy necklace. Can I have one of those candy necklaces you made in Vietnam?
I need one of those necklaces next time I'm at a beer festival.
Ooh, I've had too many
Pretzels.
beers. Let me get a little snacky.
Little salty ear.
Mmm. Hey, I heard they were selling ears of corn. I was a little disappointed.
But this is when we find out they have to stay away from the normies because the
These
normies
ain't no
think
nice
they're too
guys.
ugly. And I'm like, well, the normies are right.
And I always have my dick out.
Yeah.
I can't. And when he puts on the fucking flasher jacket later, I'm like, perfect for him.
Yeah.
That's when he pulls his dick out.
I was arrested in the Alamo.
That is when he pulls his
That
dick
is.
out because that's when he opens up his jacket and then pisses.
But he's
So it is
permanently
a-
wearing. Hold on, he's permanently wearing a Superman outfit. You guys realize
Permanently?
that? Yeah, his outfit is the blue with the red cape.
I definitely saw
But
it
he's
later.
also got suspenders. Superman didn't wear suspenders.
You-
Clark Kent did.
Oh, he also
Yeah,
has
that's fair.
zits all
Probably.
over his face.
The worst hits.
Yeah. Well, that's why
But
he's
so
gross.
that's the joke, though. It's not just that you noticed it. That's the joke that's just off screen is that his dick is out because he's flashing them.
Yeah. It's
Huh.
disgusting. Good-
Kids movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that a couple times throughout this recording. This is a kids movie.
1987.
Produced by Paul
Wild
Klinko.
time.
It's a kids movie.
Hey, I want to see more dicks.
It was in Iowa. Does that make?
This movie's produced by the state of Iowa.
I probably did see this in Iowa though.
But
You probably did.
So Dodger goes and hangs out with Tangerine. He's got a big crush on her. She's going to sell her clothes.
I mean, dude, if you're 14, you see why.
well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was a wild, inappropriate crush. Like, when I was in like grade school and I had volleyball coaches or something that were older than me, I'm like, oh my god, they are so hot. I got a crush on them, knowing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. If you're a kid with a crush on older people, it's not as weird as if it was the other way around.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I had a crush on my third grade teacher.
Although I'm gonna tell you right now, if my volleyball coach had a crush on me, girl,
It's a problem
She
for
could
her,
get
not
it.
you.
yeah.
My third grade teacher was a man, and he threw a book at my head when I asked him if he believed in UFOs.
My third grade teacher was a Xerox machine. I got locked in the supply room. Haven't I told that story?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about that some other time.
Is this like kidnapping with watermelons?
No, a lot less, not less
And
traumatic.
Iowa's
a
weird.
different trauma. Yeah, you were in Iowa. I was in Catholic school. People expect that shit.
If you get locked in a room in Catholic school, you hope it's a Xerox machine.
Dude, I was so happy with the Xerox machine.
But yeah, Dodger goes to help her sell her clothes. All these people are just throwing money at her. This
She
is
takes
when
her
she
shirt
takes
off.
her shirt off and sells it to someone for $12.
I mean, it's a good hustle too, because like I don't like what you brought me.
If
I don't,
you
that
c-
scarf's like how much for the shirt?
Yeah.
If you say a little pencil box, a wooden pencil
Cigar
box, cigar box, yeah. So,
so-
you're just throwing the cash in there, not fucking counting.
No.
No, she's telling these people like 14, 10, 12. They show the
Ones.
box and there's like $8 in there.
Ones are
Mhm.
going in there.
Also, if I'm selling all these shirts for like 12 to 15, the one that's on me is worth more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's used.
Sure, but it's on me.
You could charge more for it if it's the bouncer. Come on. How much for the shirt you're wearing?
Hey, I like that shirt you got there.
I want to say this scene is actually from another movie also.
How much for one shoe?
I vividly remember, unless I just watched this movie so much that I remember that scene specifically.
It could be because it's not a recognizable scene to me at all.
Just the person being like, I'm buying the shirt off of your back. And you're like, here you go. I don't know.
But there is
I got nothing on it.
there is a funny gag here though. I mean, it made me
He sits
Chuckle?
down when she takes her shirt off.
well yeah, he's
He's
flabbergasted.
He's got to hide a something.
Oh yeah.
But Juice and his friends show up to take a cut of the money, whatever. And so
100% cut.
Dodger goes to hide, and he takes the clothing bag and zips himself up in the bag.
Yep.
It's pretty funny.
It's a good skill for a
kid,
little
a
wiener
kid in a
boy.
bag is funny.
Yeah.
And
what
he's
if it-
really in the bag because that shows you him coming out of the bag.
What if Juice is 15?
He's one of the ones that doesn't have his age or his birth date listed. I was
Right.
like, how old is this dude? He's 31.
If he's 31, man, he should not be dating a 15-year-old.
No, I think they're all just orphans.
You look it up. Date of birth, 1940. What?
Was this all filmed in Ireland? Don't have a dad.
Yep, we're in Ireland.
Well, parents cost money to cast, so
True.
yeah. Because the girl is living by herself, presumably, because we see her house next door to the
Above the antique shop.
yeah.
And never a locked door.
Nope.
No, because
letting
that
dudes
kid
come
just
and
walks
go.
right in.
Like, she wasn't even surprised when he walks in. She was shocked at the clothes, but not like, how the fuck you get in my house?
Yeah.
It was hello there.
But we do get some product placement here.
Oh, yeah.
Pepsi.
Yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids go out to party. They're searching for their other friends, like Ultraviolet, Violet, and some other ones. I didn't have the cards. I don't know.
No, I didn't either. I'm aware of them.
I had Zitty Whitney.
Valerie Vomit jumps out of the van and she's like, "We're the Pepsi generation," and holds up a 6-pack of Pepsi.
Great.
And I'm like, "Hey, cool. I'm drinking Coke from now on."
Coke
Oh,
is better.
that's what happens when you drink Pepsi? You turn into Valerie Vomit?
Yeah, bad fucking product placement.
But they do make some Michael Jackson clothes for Dodger to wear.
Yes, they do.
Jacket with
Do you want
like
to see my Michael Jackson outfit? He wore this one at the Grammys.
jacket with like medals and studs.
I'm telling you, man, it's an old
Shoulder pad
It's an
thingies.
old lady going to fucking Atlantic City.
Yes.
Like in her 60s, retired lesbian.
Oh, Steven Tyler?
Like yes, but like that fake sailor look is what it is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, he does do a moonwalk.
Talk about
well,
the Old Navy.
but they make him these clothes because Tangerine's into fashion, and they're like, "This will help you get her." And I loved it. We were watching it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's gonna impress her. This fucking bullshit lesbian farmer's market jacket." And he shows up, and she's like, "Holy shit, where'd you get those clothes?"
Look at those threads. I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm leaving. This movie is fucking stupid.
So he agrees to make some more clothes for her. He goes to leave, head back, and she's like, "Hey, make sure to watch out for Juice." And he's like, "I'm too happy to die." I'm like, "That's not how that works. You ever seen a movie? Happiest is when you die."
Yeah, this is nothing bad can bring me down from this.
Yeah.
Oh,
You said
buddy.
it. You just jinxed yourself.
Oh, buddy.
That's why we do this, so we're never happy.
Is that why you do this to us?
And then we have a musical number, and I thought this movie was about to become a musical.
I was about to be real upset.
But it's like it's a positive message for kids song. Like, we can do anything by working together.
So there's an underlying thing they're trying to do here. They just don't do it well enough that, like, because they even say they're like, we don't think Tangerine's pretty at all. She's ugly. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're talking about as a person,
yeah.
and it comes
Because
up
it's not
later.
what the outside says, it's what the inside says.
So there's a whisper of that in here, but not enough to make it like a true lesson movie.
Yeah.
Captain
Sparkle Fingers.
Sparkle Fingers says that also. He's like, ugly isn't what's on the outside,
Right.
it's what's on the inside.
Even though once he gives a speech to the kids, he's like, "You think they fucking bought it? You think those uggos just bought it?"
What a
'Cause
load of
damn.
crap.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a handsome dude. He gets it.
He knows. He's been not only rebuffed, but he's been seduced.
But so they do agree to make more clothes for Dodger. They break into the non-union sweatshop, which is what it's called.
We're just gonna borrow a sewing machine or two.
I think that
Hey,
was
you know
a
what?
fun
If you're
little-
gonna steal a sewing machine from anyone, I think the sweatshop is the place to do it.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
Fuck them. They can
Don't-
buy another one.
Don't steal from some mom and pop shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Steal from this is the company that makes shit for Walmart. They make Ozark Trail tents for them all the time.
Yep.
Oh, they make all the MAGA hats. Yeah,
They sell those at Walmart.
I'm sure they do. But the kids decide, like, hey, or the kids being our GPKs, decide that they need to go out and do something.
GPK.
This motherfucker.
We're gonna go to the-
Eating pussy nightly with a K. It means I'm in a suit of armor.
Well, that means they're taking it, not asking.
Oh, what a shine
take
a
what I
light on the
want.
old fucking system.
Rosie Perez.
Take it without asking.
I'm gonna take it without asking.
There you go.
But so yeah, they decide to go out and see a movie picture.
A movie picture.
A movie picture.
Which had the best laugh of the fucking movie.
Yeah, dude, we were laughing so hard at this fucking Three Stooges skit.
God,
But this
yes.
is when they dress up like Raphael from the first Ninja Turtles movie. They got to put on their fucking flasher jackets.
Hey,
The
you
blue
gotta know what a
blockers.
crumpet is to know what cricket is. Okay.
Don't forget everybody had some blue blockers and berets.
Well, do you know what it actually is though? It's old Spy. It's like a spy film, Cloak and Dagger shit.
Yeah. I just love it, though. They're like, no one will be able to recognize us. We're going to put on these jackets and these sunglasses. And Alligator is like, yep, that'll work.
I'm blending right in.
I'm not a monster alligator person.
But this Three Stooges skit is probably one of my favorite ones. I've seen this one. Mom,
This
loved
made me
the
laugh. It
Stooges.
started out and it made me laugh right away.
Yeah.
And then it got into the actual joke.
We
'cause
have
he's like,
rabbit
we'll
or
have-
hot dog? Hot dog, rabbit. Hot,
Hot
dog,
dog,
he'll take
have
rabbit.
and then you just see, like, it's in the background, but you
It's a
see,
Karen Terrier. It's a black Karen Terrier.
okay,
It's what Toto was.
who's Larry is the main one.
Larry is the one with curls.
Curly
Curly,
has no
I would
hair.
assume.
Curly has no hair, and Mo is the one with the fucking black hair.
Mo has the bowl cut. So this
Okay,
is
so then Larry is the one running around. He's carrying around this little terrier.
Yeah.
And he runs past these guys going to eat, and he goes into the kitchen and he's like chopping. He's getting ready to chop some food up, whatever. And this dog is wagging its tail and knocks the window closed, and the window slams.
Right after
And
you hear
the dog yelps as soon as he chops, and all these guys are like,
Ooh.
Oh my
"We're
god.
eating dog." It was really funny. I don't
Well,
know
there's
what
the one-
I
also
don't know
there's
what
the
bit
one-
this was, but this is fucking funny.
There's the one scene where he's like got the glizzy in his face, and there's like a little tongue coming out, and like.
Oh. Them just fucking raw dogging glizzies.
I just want to hear the Three Stooges say glizzy now.
They're running a muck in this theater. They're making a mockery of cinema.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then
Derek
Messy
would have
Tessie
been fucking pissed.
Oh, these
sneezes. Jack's like, that's a bag of popcorn because it's as big as the
It is
GPK.
I love it.
I was just about to say
Don't join
when
his dark side.
when he said that though, I was about to say, I was like, yeah, it looks like they work at the theater. Because
Yeah.
when I worked there, I don't know what the rules are now, but it was like you got free popcorn and free soda
bring
if you
your own
brought your
vessel.
own container.
Okay.
And I
we
would
used to be
go
able to take home the end of the night, and we always did that in a big unscented trash
at
bag.
the end of the night. I would go to movies like the last showing, and we would just show up and like double bag a trash because they were shitty trash bags.
Oh yeah.
And like all the popcorn they were gonna throw away, they would throw it away, and we would just take the entire trash bag into the movie theater. And it'd be like 5 of us just sitting there like, "Harf,
Oh yeah.
harf." Never
times,
finished it.
Times didn't change. What? You quitter?
I don't think I could eat 13.3 gallons of popcorn.
Not with that attitude.
And we would just take one of the sample cups or the water cups
Uh-huh.
and fill that with butter. So then we could just sit there and be like, bloop, we
That's
could
why
just
you couldn't finish it. Your arteries were
Bloop.
closing down.
bloop, bloop.
That's just see Derek with chopsticks throwing popcorn into a little bit of a butter cup and just picking them out one by one, saturated.
And that's why he cannot do the diacetyl anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, it was gross.
Yeah. Garbage
Um,
people.
Garbage pail kids.
Garbage pail people.
Garbage people. But yeah, so
We're what happens when they grow up, dude.
Messy Tessie sneezes into this ginormous trash bag of popcorn, and then just popcorn covers everybody in this
Popcorn and
20-person
snot.
theater
Yeah, this is the theater from Matinee.
from Man
Oh, yeah.
Theaters.
But I just the first half of this, they're running amok, like you said. They're taking taking hot dogs out of buns.
Mommy.
They're making noise. That little weird
You got
fucking baby
Dean.
one is licking that lady's face.
Foul
Yeah.
Phil.
All this stuff. No one seems to be upset until they get popcorn sneezed on them.
Because it's wet. They didn't
I
want
would have
that-
been upset the second 14 monsters snuck in flasher outfits.
Oh no, you would. Yeah, you would have upset with someone disrupting
Shut
your
the
movie.
fuck up.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
trying to
get
watch the Stooges here.
I'm getting the usher. That's it. I'm getting my money back.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's all of them except for Alligator and Windy Womp Rat.
Winston.
There you go.
God, did you not have
Wendy
GPK
Womp
cards?
Rat here?
Oh, I did not have GPK cards. I'm sorry.
Sad.
I'm not calling it that.
It's actually been called GBK for decades.
Not by me.
But they go to the toughest bar in the world.
It says so on a handwritten
Literally the
sign
name.
right outside.
The name is the toughest bar in the world.
And of course, it's full of bikers.
Uh-huh.
And Alligator is shopping for asses to eat.
Feet. He's shopping for
He's-
feet.
but he's
but
looking-
he does come across a delectable ass bending
juicy
over
booty.
the bar.
But it does look like he's shopping for ass.
Because he's walking by, he's like too skinny, too whatever. But then he gets to the
Bony.
one that says too leathery, and I'm like, oh, it's the boots. It's
Yeah.
the boots. It's the
But
feet
then
he's
that
talking
chick is
about.
standing up and he's all,
No.
See, look, if this garbage pail kid monster person knows not to grope a person, America, you can too.
Yeah, just
Um,
because you're famous doesn't mean they let you.
Anybody that's familiar with Pee-wee's Big Adventure as well as I am will recognize that one of the bikers.
The one wearing
Dude, you
sandals.
clocked that amazing.
That's why this one gets bit. He's
No,
a-
not that. It's not that one. He's got the round glasses. He's a chubbier face dude.
the one that,
Yeah,
that he
that's
bites.
That's the one he bites.
No, it's not that one.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's another one that there's two look like him. It's not
I thought
that
that's
one.
who you were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Nuh-uh.
But this is a biker who's been on his Harley.
And he's wearing those Ziva
And he's wearing,
sandals.
yeah,
What are
like
they
the
called?
strappy
Velcro?
fucking.
You know more bikers than I probably do.
They
How many-
never wear.
How many you know wear sandals?
None of them.
Especially ones that look all strappy, like he's going to go fight a lion in a
if you have your
coliseum.
feet
You don't
exposed,
even wear
you're
tennis
not on a
shoes.
bike.
Yeah, exactly. You don't wear tennis shoes. You don't have your fucking feet exposed.
Yeah.
Points to both purple square and a gold star.
I get the purple square. I like purple.
But yeah, Allie eats the biker dude's foot. It leads to a fight.
He ate my toe.
Wendy comes to the rescue, riding
just had a bite.
riding their little pow pow power wheel through the
Yeah.
window and farts everybody away.
And then Mork Norris comes in.
Dude, this guy looks like if
He looks like Mork Norris.
Jeff
Yeah,
was that Mork
My name
Norris?
is. Don't look at me. I don't
Jeff
fucking know.
Jeff from you've
because
watched
you're
it
the
as many
name.
times.
Because you are the name queen.
Yeah, I was not on any of those episodes
But
for Miami.
you've seen it every time I've done an episode though. Jeff watches. Jeff
My
looks
name
like
is
this. This
Jeff.
dude looks like Jeff. Is what I was
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, this dude looks like Jeff from Miami Connection if he actually worked out and didn't pretend to work out like he does in that movie.
and
and-
can actually
and
I
so I
don't
was
know
waiting for- he's
what
like-
he's farting here.
I don't know what he ate.
Actually,
I
smells
hold
like-
on, wait.
smells
I
like
don't know
buttered,
what he ate.
smells like buttered popcorn and some glizzies straight out of the fridge, not even heated up. Gross.
Wait, when I do like when Wendy. It was funny when Wendy does fart on everybody and blows that dude's mustache right off.
The hat
Because
and
it blows
the
the
mustache.
hat and the mustache. Like, that's done well. That's good. That's my kind of fart
That
humor.
did get a chuckle out of all of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Mork Norris makes friends with them and he's like, drinks on me. So now we've got two drunk mutant baby
Yep.
creatures.
And the
The
magician
bikers
calls
are-
them the kids all the time, like the babies, the young
Yeah.
ones, the children's.
Even though they're probably not.
They're probably
They're eternal
1,000 years
beings.
old.
Yeah.
They're like Clint Howard in that episode of Star Trek.
They
Mhm.
are Pandora's box. Aliens.
It's
Oh,
the-
so like Avatar. Pandora's box. Pandora.
Look
Yeah.
at
There
you.
you go.
Oh.
These are Avatar
Are
creatures.
you saying that he watched this movie and then
These
wrote
things are going to
Avatar?
show up in Avatar 3, Way of the Garbage.
Wave the pail, dude.
This is what happens when you don't take care of your planet.
Avatar 4, Way of the Fart. Avatar 5, Way of the Booger Snot.
Avatar 7.
I pissed myself.
That's the subtitle. James Cameron's Avatar 7.
I pissed myself. Don't clip that and make it like a weird fucking repeating gif.
Now that you just said that, I'll remember. But yeah, they make friends. They get drunk. I was gonna say they get a ride home, but these bikers let these guys drive
they do.
themselves
Because
home.
bikers are good people.
Well, they're in 4 wheels. They're in a quad, an ATV.
I like Allie is on the back of the quad though.
Dude, he's backwards
99
on it.
bottles of toes on the wall.
99 bottles of toes.
99 bottles of toes.
I take a bite and I swallow it down. 98 bottles of toes to go.
Bang, you're dead.
Bang, whiz, kid.
That's how I would ride one of those because it's got the bitch bar on the back and he's just hugging onto it, like
Oh, yeah.
looking at everybody. It's a tall bitch bar too.
Oh, yeah. I call it sissy bar.
Juice and Co are here, watching them from behind the trash can, so they can find out. Now they see where the little shit babies live,
They've seen the shit babies.
which
They don't
is
seem
weird.
too phased by it.
No, because they see them now Tangerine doesn't see them until a little later, and she's surprised. So Jeff and his friends are keeping this secret from her.
Yeah,
like, hey, your clothes are being made by shit babies.
Yeah.
Juice, not Jeff.
Did I say Jeff?
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
My name
Still
is
got
Juice.
Miami Connection on the mind.
My name is Juice.
My name is Juice.
And the way he's like,
yeah, he's so flat. He makes Chris O'Donnell look very dimensional.
he makes Ray Romano seem like a great actor.
I'm a garbage baby.
You know who deserves a fucking Oscar in this movie? Is Captain Magic Fingers.
Yes.
Because he's actually acting while he's looking at
He's
these.
the Gene Hackman of this trash.
But he's like, can you imagine trying to deliver any sort of heartfelt anything to these faces?
It's like Mike O'Kane in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I thought. I thought of mock cocaine.
But so we're 75% of the way through the movie, and we've finally learned the thrust of the movie.
Yeah.
Which is that their friends are probably locked up in the state home for the ugly. And Manzini's
I didn't
like,
believe it existed.
yeah, I didn't know this was a real thing, but I believe it now. And then immediately we have a truck and a building labeled State Home for the Ugly.
We might as well have a billboard up there. Yes, we're real.
And these guys are going
And they're
around
dog catcher trucks.
Yeah, they're going around dog
my
catchering ugly kids.
So one of these little girls is wearing a Halloween mask, probably playing hide and go seek or something.
Yeah.
And they dog nap her.
Yeah, they
They're like,
did.
oh, sorry, little girl, but that should teach you not to wear a mask when it's not Halloween.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna get got. And she basically is like, fuck you, pig.
Where were these guys in the movie Mask?
Go suck a rope.
Go suck a rope. I was like, oh, is that slang for penis?
Yeah. This little girl just told these cops to suck a dick. And you know what? High five, little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High five.
Hero of the movie.
All ugly catchers are bastards. So there's another little montage. They're selling more clothes. Tangerine is just
She
straight
has
up.
to take her shirt off again.
She's straight up sucking on Dodger's ear, though.
Yeah, she
Oh,
is.
yeah.
This is when we found out how old she was.
This actor's like, oh boy, best movie I've ever
He
worked
has.
on.
I can't say it. Never mind.
Yeah, please don't.
No.
It's all underage.
It is. That's why I was like, I can't
Keep
say
it clean.
But he does take her down to meet, or no, they come up. No, he takes her down to meet the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
And
These are the
as
people
soon
that
as they
have made
start
your
walking up
clothes.
to her, she's like, "Get away from me! You're gross!" And he's like, "These are my friends."
These are my friends. Don't make fun of them.
And so she's like, "Hey, a department store, McBundy's department store, is going to do a fashion show for us." Oh,
Fashions.
I want to mention real quick, the version we were watching did have subtitles, and whoever was doing these subtitles was having fun because the word "pail" was just inserted randomly.
Everywhere.
Inserted? I said it like you.
Insert it.
It was inserted randomly throughout. It was like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna have a fashion pail." Like,
Hey, I've got a good pale idea. It's like those early Batman Adam West things. Like, it's quick to the pale car. Get on the pale phone.
my
Is that
favorite,
the pale signal?
my
It's just
favorite
somebody
one,
throwing up.
my favorite one is the bat shark repellent spray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He thought of everything. He's the world's greatest detective.
I'm gonna detect
Adam
a shark.
Best in pictures.
But this is where we see that it seems like up till now, she's been actually making friends with Dodger.
Yeah, you think that
Um,
she's sad that she's doing it to
We
him.
did get 1 second of Juice talking to her like, "It's against my morals to let this child live."
I
or
just think you
whatever.
want to see blood.
But this is when she's like, "Yeah, they're doing the fashion show. I'm going to put my label on all the clothes." And the kid's like, "Well, but you didn't make them." And she's like, "But do you have a label?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, then my label." And
Yeah, it's
you know
gotta be
what?
something recognizable.
Perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Tangerine's label. She sells her clothes out of the back of a car.
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
This department store is very familiar
So
because
Fruit
they
of the
love
Loom,
car
right?
clothes. She's going to get Marky Mark to model her car underwear.
It's the
bro.
fruit of the loom, guys.
Look at my Volkswagen. Look at this dragon. I've got a bra on that thing. One of the leather things covers up the headlights. You can't see my flashes.
If it was the Fruit of the Loom, that would make all those Fruit of the Loom people
Uh-huh.
actually just Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Which would make those commercials
That-
even more terrifying.
That's what
So,
happened to the
I
missing
just
friends.
realized right now what fruit of the loom means.
Really?
Like right this second.
You are the fruit of my looms.
Well, because the loom is the sewing thing.
And it's protecting the fruit of my loins.
And it's the fruit is what is brought out by them looming things. So the fruit of my loom.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just like that Rick and Morty episode with Santa Claus's dick is over everyone. It's looming fruit.
Nope. 43 years old. Finally fucking made that connection.
Nice.
I'm a smart one.
But he makes her promise not to tell where the kids are. And she says, I crossed my nipple, hope to die.
She's like, I crossed my heart. Look, you see where I'm crossing?
Yeah, and this is more uncomfortable because this is right after we found out how old she is.
Yeah.
She's like, I crossed my heart, and just rubbing right over her nipple. And I'm like,
because I'm sorry.
15.
My heart is not right here.
Kids movie.
It's here. My heart's over here.
I don't even have
movie.
boobs. I don't even have boobs, and my nipple is nowhere near my heart. I mean,
Right.
it's a few inches away, but you know.
Just saying. Kids movie.
Yeah. You know, if you follow your earlobe down, that's where your nipple is.
Hand me that cup of
Don't
corn.
like that. So,
Hand me that cup of corn. I'm eating it the long way. Just because. What the hell? The hell kind of movie is this? It's for children. No. It's important to the plot. Have her eat the corn the long
Was
way.
that with you guys?
Dodger, let's go out for corn dogs. So we have a measure. We have a moment of all the GPKs.
Moment. It's a measurement of time.
We have the GPKs all hanging out in the basement. Greaser Greg and Messy Tessie are playing doctor, and he definitely tries to molest her.
He tried to stick it up her pooper.
Because she comes running out, and he's like, "Hey, your examination's not done." Oh, hey,
Hey,
and she's
bing,
like,
bang, boom.
"Yeah, it is." Snot glop.
Yep.
Bam!
That's for the last time.
And then Foul Phil's like, ha ha, that's funny. And then Greasy Greg is like,
Bam! Foul Phil's like,
that's
"Ha
funny."
ha, that's where I came from.
Oh.
Are you my mommy?
He keeps saying mommy the whole time. It took me forever to figure out he had bad breath.
Yeah, Foul Phil.
I just thought I was waiting for him to be like really dirty. Not filthy, but like,
like a
foul
diaper
mouth.
full? Yeah.
No, foul mouth. I thought
Like
he
he's
was
the
gonna be
baby that
foul.
runs around saying "fuck."
Fuck you.
Yeah,
shitwad.
exactly.
You got nice tits
Oh.
for a grandma.
What was this rated? Did we even say? Was it PG?
Oh, I would guess it's PG-13.
PG.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, the 80s were a wild frontier.
Yeah. PG.
Is this before?
Parental guidance, guys.
No, this isn't before PG-13 was made.
What made that? PT?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana
I
Jones.
don't know if it was.
Dude, Indiana Jones dropping a fresh
281-330-8004. Indiana Jones is on the low.
I knew he knew it.
I know.
You know he
I'll
knows
always
it.
know Mike Jones's phone number,
Now
but
you know Indiana Jones phone
but
number.
I don't remember if it was the first one. I don't remember if it was Raiders or if it was Temple, but they were like, "This isn't bad enough to be
think-
R, but it's a little more violent than we want small children to see."
I think
So
it
they
was Temple, but I could be wrong.
they were gonna rate it R, but it's a big franchise with a lot of money behind it. So somebody was like, "What if we make a new rating?"
Yeah.
So it's not R.
Okay,
I feel like that's Kalima territory.
Yeah, that seems like a Kali Ma problem.
I mean, Nazi's face melting. We should all be able to watch that.
Yeah, no, that seems
Yeah.
fun.
But-
that's a good time.
Force punching and grabbing a heart and going.
I don't remember him licking it.
I was.
She's just got a thing.
Yeah, he likes to lick ripped
I have a thing
hearts.
for
I would
licking.
love to lick a little bit of your heart chest cavity. Love it. Long time.
Your lemon lolly heart.
Your lemon lollipops.
But so yeah,
But so yeah,
this when they decide they're like, "Look,
we're not so
Dodger, we're not making you any more clothes
Find
until
our
you help us
friends."
find our friends."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, we found the place yesterday. We just didn't tell you."
You found it yesterday.
Well, why didn't you tell us? Because we still need. It's fucking Fort Knox, bro.
It's fortified. It's so hard to break into. It's
It's
got a
this is a
6-foot fence.
It's
6 foot. It does
6
have.
foot
It
chain
does
link
have some
fence.
barbed wire, but all right. You give the dog some sleeping pills.
Yeah, it's two.
You mean the
beautiful
dogs on
Rotties.
leashes?
Yeah.
All you need to do is just give them some steaks and they're happy.
Dude, those
I mean,
two
they actually-
Rottweilers are on 6-foot leashes. They are not getting anyone.
True.
They even try. They come out and they're like barking at
someone's
Manzini.
holding it like behind the scenes. Someone's holding.
Oh,
onto these
there's definitely someone
leashes.
behind those bushes
Uh-huh.
holding that leash.
They were Buddhist boys.
But so they're like, okay, well, we'll help you as long as you promise to help us. Tangerine and Dodger
Help us
leave,
help you.
and they lock the babies in the basement. And they're like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Because they're like, we're gonna go with you. And she's like, yeah. I don't think so. Click clack.
No,
Let me put the key.
You
right
can't
by
be
my
a
nipple.
you can't be a model. We need people that are much.
You
what did
need to
she
be
say?
pretty.
Oh yeah, so you need to be pretty.
Tangerine.
Pretty tall,
And also not ugly.
and also, have you seen you?
Models can't have goo dripping out of their faces unless it's semen.
This is the worst smelling basement in America.
Yes.
I have been in a basement that
Well,
was used for LAN parties that smelled better.
Between
than this.
Foul Phil's breath and Windy
Windy
Whamper
Winston's.
Sam's farts.
Winston.
If we have any younger audience, I wonder if they know what a LAN party is. Kids used to bring your computers or your Xboxes or your PlayStations to a big group and connect them via wires so you could all play on the same server.
I was going to say, you mean younger listeners like under 35?
Yeah.
Because I think it was over by then. I did LAN parties.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
We played, what was that
Halo?
game? No.
So we did a lot of Halo LAN parties.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
play
so
that
did we.
garbage.
I was so good at Halo.
The
Pick up your
zombie one
sticks.
where you were four people, Left 4 Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
We also did some Gears of War.
Oh, yeah,
Because that's,
definitely.
dude, you got a fucking chainsaw for a bayonet. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's the best part of that game.
Yep.
Cutting those things in half.
Oh, yeah.
Little cutscene.
You
Now
would
back
you
to a
would like-
regularly programmed schedule.
Whitney, you would like it.
So this whole
The
time,
rips.
Manzini's been trying to find a magical cure for getting the kids back into the Pail.
And
And this is my favorite one. This is the only one I wrote
really
down.
dark magic.
Yeah, because he has the book really. Because earlier he had a book that said black magic.
Yeah.
Oh, the line after the black magic, though, is great, though. He's like, I don't know why it's not working. It's just some straight up Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And it's not working.
But this one is really black magic.
Uh-huh. Do you think that this guy, old Captain Sparkle, was friends
Sparkle
with
Pants?
anybody from what was the Tucson movie we did with the Confederate Ghost?
Death
Oh,
magic.
Death
Death,
magic.
you think he's
With
friends with
Paul
any Death Magic?
Klico.
Do you think he's doing any of that magic fucking?
If he lived long enough, yeah.
You think he's
That's
got
5 years later, so I'm not
Do you
sure.
think he's got Bob Bookman looking for him in the library and then snot faces him?
Well, because he's very upset that magic doesn't exist anymore because you can't find a few simple ingredients like Eye of Newt,
a
English
unicorn
fog.
horn.
Unicorn horn, yeah.
English fog was my favorite one. I'm like, does it have to be English?
Where are you
Can I
gonna get that English fog?
Just fart in a jar?
You guys, you got Jason Statham over there, just all. I call that one English fog. Quick, put the lid on so it stays fresh.
Yo, bro, this is Boston fog.
My ball's still tight. You can tell. That's some true Boston shit right there.
And also, it's your butt cheeks that clap, not your butt ring.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong.
Butt ring, by the way.
She's seen my Lord of the Rings tattoo on my butthole.
Yeah.
One O ring to rule them all.
Yeah.
It's in some language. There's few who can read it.
I can read it.
It's Sumerian.
It's that's what I say when I see some politician.
It's-
It's just some Aryan.
It's Gaelic. It's right there. It's
I like them both.
Because it's two jokes in one. Yes.
Nailed it.
But so
I
Juice
win
and,
today. Thanks.
Juice and friends break into the antique shop and they steal the Garbage Pail Kids and take them to the house for the
way
ugly.
They steal them. They're just like,
Well, because that's apparently I don't remember the kid ever doing that.
ever.
But that's apparently a whistle that he did.
Oh yeah, it's some fucking mating call.
But like he never did that. So it's like they cut something out of the movie and forgot, and they're like, "Oh, this is a very important story point. We better leave this in." But forgot to
it's
put the
fine,
earlier
move
part
on.
in.
They're little shit kids. Nobody's gonna care.
This movie cost $1 million.
We don't have time for retakes.
So they take him. They take all the Garbage Pail Kids to the house for the ugly. This is where we see all the people who are jailed up.
So Juice has another fucking feather in his cap. He's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, because he gets paid,
He's doing everything.
and we have this
because
place.
he's 16 and he's trying to get out of this trash town.
He's Juice, the bounty hunter.
16 going
Fuck
on.
yeah.
16 going on 40, dude.
Yeah, no joke, man.
But all the people locked up in here are all labeled. So we have
Too fat.
Too old.
Too skinny.
two bald.
But hold
too
on.
bald. Too bald, by the
I was
way.
gonna say I want to go with some of the examples. Like too old is whatever.
Too bald is
Gandhi.
like a Gandhi type. It's like this. I think the guy that poured the gas on himself and lit himself
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah.
Tibetan monk.
Yeah, like he's a Tibetan monk. Too Weird is just a pedophile in a tutu.
Too silly.
He's
was
Ace
a clown.
Ventura when he's going undercover as a halftime.
Yeah, but if Ace
Ooh.
Ventura had a mustache, this mustache makes it. It does make this dude should be
Ace
behind
Ventura
bars.
did have a
Probably a
mustache,
creeper.
but it got farted right off.
This dude should be behind bars,
He
but
is.
like with a trial.
I was gonna say he is.
Too fat was Santa.
Uh-huh.
Too fat was Santa. Too
You had
crippled.
Too crippled. Too pale.
Did we
and
say too thin? Was
Yeah.
Abraham
There's
Lincoln?
Too Skinny was
Too
Abe
thin was
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And then there's one that we don't see the full sign of.
Whitney
we just
caught
see the
it
bottom
first.
half
No, we see the full sign
later on.
And yeah. Sorry,
But
But
you'll-
here we
I'm
just see
jumping
the sign
ahead.
at the top of the frame, and all we see is the word
Dark.
dark.
And we all went, "Oh, please no!"
And then later on, you see Too Dark, and
It's
was
a
a light-skinned
It's a
guy.
light skinned person of color.
Yes, but it is a person of color. But you know what?
fucking 80s.
I know how American prisons work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That should just be the sign over most of the doors of prisons.
yeah.
Welcome to Too
Yeah.
Dark Penitentiary.
Oh, it's got too good of a ring.
If Trump has his world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get there. Not in the episode, but in life. My note is Too Dark, and then it's a little emoji that goes,
Yikes! Oh, it's the Steve Carell face.
yeah.
Oh my god, I love the Steve Carell face.
So we've got the fashion show going on. The host I just wrote down because she's in a movie that you guys love. Also,
League of Their Own.
her profile picture when this woman was younger, she's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
Did
she
you say when
was.
this movie was younger?
When this woman was younger.
Oh, okay.
The woman named Lynn Cartwright, but she played old Gina
Gina
Davis,
Davis.
in A League of Their Own.
But
the part that makes me cry the hardest.
But the picture that Derek showed for her profile picture, she was a fucking
This was
smoking
a smoke
Betty.
show, dude.
Fucking
Yeah.
hot mama. Hotter than Betty White.
Mm.
So yeah, they're doing the fashion show. I don't know, man. Betty White when she was younger.
She was like the girl next door on the farmland. Betty White was. This one is fucking Gina Davis. Not Gina Davis.
Betty Page.
Ginger Rogers.
All right.
Danced on air. Yeah.
But they're doing the fashion show, and it's like she says it's fashion for when you don't know what to wear to occasions where what you wear doesn't matter.
This announcer is the fucking worst because
She is.
the fashion's whatever to us.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, another black leotard with an antique dress over it. And then there's a zebra top and some
Another
sort
black
of
skirt.
frilly black skirt. She's got on shoes, it looks like. Yes, those are shoes. She's got hair.
She's got a zebra bikini on underneath.
Did you want me to keep going?
Yeah, because it seems like the first 2 or 3, it's like they wrote something for her, and then after that, they're like, "You got this."
just riff.
Yeah.
Zebra print.
But when Tangerine is the first model out and she's like giving her own little thing, she's like, it could be a little trashy.
A little classy, but all in all, it's kind of fun.
But to the Garbage Pail Kids,
But-
it's a little trashy.
But
Mhm.
meanwhile, Dodger goes
It's
to
true.
the toughest bar in the world,
Yeah.
gets the bikers, and he's like,
He's like, hey, we need
"Come and
help.
help me!" And they're all like, "Fuck you, little kid!" And he's like, "The kids need, or the little guys
The
need your
little
help."
guys, they're
And
all
that's when they're like, "Fuck yeah!"
Alligator Bronson needs help.
Alligator Bronson and
yes.
Farty McNeil.
Oh no,
Woo, Farty McNeil.
Farty McFly needs help.
Now I need someone who's better at
Great Scott Farty.
visual like manipulation than me to just go and recut the first Death Wish movie. But every time there's Charles Bronson, cut him out
Alligator.
and put in Alligator.
But
But
AI
leave
could
in
do
Charles
it.
Bronson's voice.
Yeah.
AI could do it, but we don't want to. We don't want to not pay somebody.
I'm going
Yeah.
to Tucson to get a gun. That's what happens in that first movie.
It's the easiest place to get one.
So if any of you know how to do that, fucking do it.
Either any of you.
Either of the cameras, any of the people listening.
Exactly. I don't know which camera to look at,
Nice.
so I'm dodging between the two, making all the work for my husband.
Manzini sneaks into the prison. His stunt double sneaks into the prison with a great wig
Oh my god, this wig is fantastic.
and breaks out the Garbage Pail Kids, and then they in turn break out everybody else.
Yep.
Except for Too Weird. I think Too Weird they leave.
And we
Yeah,
find out
no.
that their friends were
Yeah, because one of the guards is like, "What happened to the other ones that were in here?" And he's like,
Ooh.
Are you?
I'm
a
using
new?
your microphone. It's not my
This movie has wrecked your guys' brains.
That's why you go over.
Every time you use the 3-letter acronym.
Why are you?
Why are you this way?
I wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
I think he also wishes that. Not about you, about him.
But yeah, Manzini breaks him out of prison. They break out everybody else. Big prison break. The bikers are just there to pull the bars off the windows.
Yep.
Even though the front door is open.
Yeah. I think they should have had one of the bikers like just pull a little too early and fly over his handlebars. Like, whoop, now we're all going there.
The GPKs show up at the fashion
Yep.
show.
Now we're at the fashion show.
And they're like using this clothing rack to like sneak behind, and no one notices a clothing rack walking. And then they walk out on stage with it, and people are just like, the announcer's like, something's gone wrong. If you could just wait for a moment. And I'm like, yeah, a clothing rack is walking. Let's all freak out a little bit more.
The clothes have become sentient. This is worth concern.
She said it was a little trashy. I didn't know it was made of human trash.
right.
Yeah.
They attack the fashion show. They're ripping dresses off these girls who are all wearing like very colorful bikinis underneath.
Yeah.
And this is when I like, dude, the leopard print one. It's a thong. It is a
Children's movie.
very
PG.
seductive outfit for a children's movie.
There's a bunch of
That was for
mayhem.
the dads.
Yeah, right. The dad's like, this is fine.
Like, we got to give you something.
Nipples are covered.
All we gave you earlier was a 15-year-old. You just don't know it.
Yeah. We're not gonna tell you she's 15.
1987.
There's all this mayhem. There's all this stuff going on. One of the
It's a
people is like,
debacle.
oh man, those creatures sure are ugly. And
Ugly.
it's
I'll show you ugly.
yeah. Wendy Washbin walks out and he's like,
Oh, the faces. They
Wait, her
did do a
butthole
great
shifted
job.
gears?
They did a great job with his faces making these farts because I'm like, that's a face that's farting.
I do, and I do like the body language of it with the arms out and accentuating it.
Yeah.
Somebody's doing something here.
Yeah.
and we get the only vomit from Valerie Vomit, which I was very surprised by.
I swear I remembered more.
It was teased.
She pukes
bit.
on Wally and Blythe,
Yep.
and it is good. Like, so
It's a
you
It's,
guys have heard other
over.
episodes where we say the word vomit and my wife gags.
yeah.
This girl doll thing is vomiting all over these people. No reaction because it
Nuh-uh.
doesn't look
I
real.
was like,
It's just, but it's like they have the head sitting there and just buckets and buckets and buckets of vomit coming out of this thing.
yeah, but it's like gack coming out.
Yeah, no,
It's just too cartoony for you to be
Sparkly
grossed out.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. As if you took gack and put chunks of food in it.
Yeah, Captain
Well,
Crunch.
and glitter.
You don't vomit.
I'm pretty sure
You don't
the
vomit
poop
glitter?
water that was coming out on
That was grosser.
that had
Maggots.
pops. It had pops in it, corn pops in it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
or almonds. I don't know.
Or maggots.
Maggots.
It was gross.
It was gross.
With
I was like
Grosser than the
because
vomit.
he had like chunks of brown on his
I
face.
actually.
Though when the water was hitting
Oh.
his face, it wasn't as bad. You'd see little pieces, but when they turn the water off, there's just lumps of shit on this kid. But so Dodger,
I thought the vomit was gonna be the grossest part because they built it up
yeah,
the whole time. Like somebody,
'cause-
when she first meets him,
yeah, because
she's
it's
all,
like
"Whoop,
messy Tessie,
gotcha.
messy Tessie with the snot, and fart boy with the farts.
Uh-huh.
And then it gets to her, and she's like, "I'm Valerie Vomit," and the kid just dodges, and she's like,
Please.
"Gotcha, bitch."
Fart Simpson, by the way.
But so Dodger and Juice are fighting, which is just, I mean, like you got like a 9-year-old fighting a 40-year-old. It's kind of sad. But I love when Dodger finally gets the upper hand and he gets on top of him and he's wailing away on this dude. And he's just crying and beating him up.
It's maniacal. This
It's
is part
sad.
of the fucking Buechler cut, where it's gonna be a fucking horror movie serial killer.
Yeah.
He beats this guy to death. Like this is like a Mice and Men moment where he didn't know he was killing a mouse, except the mouse is a kid named Juice. Except this time Gary Sinise ain't there to put you out of your misery.
So the good guys win, I guess. Dodger and Tangerine have a little wrap up at the end. And she says the fashions was a big success.
The fashions.
You and
Is
I-
she a member of this podcast?
Yes.
Like I feel like she was trying
I'm
to say the
excited
fashion
about
show.
the fashions.
Like she was trying to say the fashion show, but like lost her voice. She's like, the fashion show was a big success, and they were like, it's fine, we got it.
$1 million budget.
We're already. It was supposed to be 700,000.
That fart cost us $500,000.
You know how much fans cost these days?
That sneeze another $500,000.
But she's like, hey, you know, Dodger, like we can be friends. We can run shit together. Like it'll
We
be
can fool
cool.
around.
And he's like, no, I don't think you're pretty anymore.
Ooh.
And walks away. And she's crushed by a 9-year-old.
Because she not only like was she what do you call it complicit in all this, she also gave him like a really nasty burn.
Yeah.
When she's like, he comes up, it's like you double crossed me. She's like,
You
no,
double crossed yourself.
you double crossed them. I just gave him the key.
And
Cunt.
Sparkle
You can say cunt.
I can.
Sparkleman
I bet you called her a cunt. Perfect. We cut the whole
Manzini has discovered the way to put them back in the garbage pail.
It's obvious. You just do it backwards.
Yeah, you play their theme song that we've never heard until now backwards.
I wondered because like they said it. It's like, oh, it's their song. I was like looking at both of you guys, like, do I need to know this
Nope.
song?
Just like the whistle.
Okay.
It was cut from the earlier. It was somewhere between the trash pail in the sky and Manzini knowing them from the past.
Yes.
It was all in that scene that was cut out.
We all worship the great trash pail in the sky. We are the children, nay, the kids of the great pail in the sky.
We are garbage pail kids.
I do like this
Let's see if I can make
though.
you glow.
And
But-
don't just put stink lines over me.
I do like though. He's like, I've played it backwards, and you can tell like he's not playing the same notes backwards. They're literally reversing the song he just played a second ago because it's got that zip, 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 zip sound. And I'm like, that's not what happens when you just play the same notes
You
backwards.
can hear it. Also, I think it said Paul's dead.
I'm pretty sure that he gets sucked
Who's
into
dead?
the trash can
Paul.
though.
Who the fuck's
That
Paul?
was the Beatles thing. You not know that Beatles thing?
You play the Beatles record backwards. And
Oh,
it says,
I know what you're talking about now.
Paul
is
Gotcha. Yeah,
dead.
Paul is
because he
dead.
is.
well, now he is.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
The fake Paul McCartney is still making music.
Yeah. He just
fuck,
signed
that's
fake
right.
Avril Lavigne.
Did he?
Real one died.
That's what everybody was saying.
It's a
Yeah,
bunch of
Avril
gobbledygook.
Lavigne's dead. Paul McCartney's dead.
Okay, well,
Elvis
remember
is
Maynard?
dead.
He's like,
Whoa.
they're all fucking aliens.
Elvis is living in Cuba with Tupac.
I think they're both dead by now.
Well, yeah, but they were there.
Yeah. But I like he's playing the song backwards. He just decides to do it with his eyes closed. So they're all just like, it's not working. Let's
Yeah?
get the fuck out of
Okay,
here.
time to take off, fella.
Dude, Alligator is the best one. He's like, oh no, we're being sucked into the garbage pail or something.
Ooh, look
Fuck
at that.
you.
The pull of this trash can. I cannot fight it anymore.
I am definitely going into a trash can.
Oh,
Closed door. Very loudly.
I am dying now. Hey, are you proud? Are you happy with yourself? It's like a fucking Paul Rubens Buffy death scene. Oh, oh.
But the big joke of this is it does work, but it
On
pulls
him.
Manzini into the trash can.
The lesson of the story is we are all garbage pail kids.
Yes.
We are all GPK.
And that is, he
That's
came
the-
over to our side. That's the
I'm
end of the
leaving.
movie.
Nope, not 5 in that.
So we'll go around the horn for recommendations. Jack, do you recommend this movie that was recommended by Bryce?
Almost no fucking way at all. Like, it was not as gross as I thought. You know what? We had talked about a comparison between this and Nothing But Trouble. Nothing But Trouble is a grosser movie.
Yes.
It just is.
I said in our Patreon newsletter, which you can get if you subscribe to
It's
patreon.com/worstpeople.
$3 a month.
I said in there that we had not watched this yet and that I was sure it would be a close contender for grossest movie.
The snot and the poop water are the things that come closest.
Yeah.
But nothing touches that hot dog eating dick nose face.
No.
That is untouchable. So the only way that I think that you should watch this is because you just need to see it because it's
To
that,
believe it.
It's that wackadoo wild. But that makes it hard because you're gonna have to go on eBay or some sort of fucking torrent that I don't know how to operate.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we found it through nefarious sources. It is available on Shout Factory, but you'd have to buy it to see it.
Yeah. I
It's a
don't
little
think
rough.
so. I can't wait to get to the end of his recommendation to see about if that'll be in your collection. But Whitney,
If you were a garbage pail kid collector, you need to.
wait, talk about GPKC?
Yeah.
That's almost exactly like what's the thing where they judge the dogs? and stuff?
EBDBBNB. No, if you're old
Kennel
like
Club.
me, 43,
Couldn't tell you.
I'm older than these fuckers. I think
You're still a garbage
should-
pail kid at heart.
You are a garbage pail kid at heart. Fucking give it a try. It's not as terrible as I remembered it, but I think it was fun. And you definitely need Jack's caveats. You need to have drinks. You need to have friends, even some smokes.
We definitely waited to watch this because we couldn't get together last week on one
Yeah.
day. And we're like, no, this is not a remote one.
No, you have to have people with you to watch this. It's bad. Like, you're confused
course.
half of the time. But like I said, I got chuckles out of it. I got good laughs out of it, especially when they're like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
It's worth to watch it if you are able to watch it, but don't fucking pay $18.99 for this. Don't.
Now, on to Derek.
Absolutely not.
No recommendation.
No recommendation. I mean,
Not
I
even
could
seeing is
see
believing.
I could see the seeing is believing aspect if it were available streaming. I would not recommend just running out and buying a Blu-ray. Sorry, Shout Factory, love you, but like,
Still not paying us.
I can't recommend it. And no, it will not be added to the collection.
Okay.
I don't want to watch this again. It wasn't as gross or as bad as I thought it was going to be based on its reputation.
But it's not.
But it's just not. It's not bad enough to be bad good, and it's not good enough to be good.
I am waiting for a sequel.
Garbage Pail Kids 2. Garbage Harder. Electric Garbaloo.
Oh, gross.
That's a grosser name. I like that. Garbage Pail Kids 2. Electric Garbaloo.
I don't even think I want to put this on with music.
Yes.
It's not visually stimulating enough. Like
Uh-uh.
the costumes are gross. So leading up to this, I had looked up pictures to use for posts and whatnot. I know, just yeah. I
Look
looked
at you
up
with your fucking. Look at you, the golden child that hasn't smacked your microphone all night because it's out of your way.
because you have this cool new microphone
Look
on.
at this thing over here. This is a fucking performance. You got the good controller.
I also don't talk with my hands in this area.
But it's
I
visual.
don't talk with my hands. I fucking drink
I
and
keep
smoke.
it
I don't talk
over
with my
here.
hands either.
Dude, if we handcuff you, just shut up.
Right?
Why is Derek so quiet? Just holds up his hand. Goes,
I'm
Look,
now
guys,
mute.
I just think.
Go on.
What was I saying?
Yes.
So the only thing I'd known was I went on to find pictures for posts that I make and whatnot, and I saw all the masks and the creatures and the whatnot. I guess they're children, but creatures,
Right.
same thing. And I was like, this movie is going to be gross. Like all the pictures I could find were like weird blobby babies watching this normal kid take a bath,
Right.
and like all that stuff is what I could find on the internet. So I was like, this shit is going to be fucking foul, and it's really not. It's very tame.
I
It's
have
very
heard
like
people say grossest movie they've ever seen.
it's not that gross.
So I was maybe
They'd
I
never
just
seen Nothing But Trouble.
never seen a dick nose eat a hot dog.
a hot dog eat a hot dog.
How can we listen to this episode without ads?
If you go to patreon.com/worstpeople, we have a Patreon. That's right, guys.
This is like
Patreon.com/worstpeople.
the worst comedy duo ever. Like it's
It's
Laurel and
unscripted and
Laurel and
unpracticed.
hardly trying.
But you get a bonus mental health movie every month.
Yeah.
You get our Latchkey Vids series where we talk
Love
about
Latchkey Vids.
never known or little known 90s television shows, mostly cop rock at this point. But this month, we are talking about
Hi, honey, I'm home.
a Hitler sitcom. That's funny, right? It does
It's
not.
got some. It's got Sumerian.
Surprisingly, it does not star Elon Musk. It only stars a bunch of British people.
Trump. What?
It's a comedy about Nazis, not real life.
But you get these episodes without ads. You get the Latchkey Vids. You get the mental health. You get the newsletter.
And
You
it
get
costs-
Han Took Shots First, early and uncut. You get other things that we would do. We just recently did a giveaway for Major League 4K digital download.
Uh-huh.
So that's all that.
And
how
again,
much
you
does
will
it
always
cost?
you will always have. It's $3 a month.
It costs $3 a month.
It's you also have a lot of control over what you get, what we pick. You
Yes.
have more
Yeah.
control than
Actually,
the normies.
For May, which is
Normies. Oh no, I just pissed
oh
myself.
no,
Normies!
Fucking normies.
I just want someone to it'd be a Cheers episode with Garbage Pail Kids. Normies!
Normies. For May, our mental health month, where we discuss movies that we love, whether or not they're actually good or did well.
Debatable.
Movies that make us happy to watch. Our Patreon episode is going to be chosen by our patrons.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
And so far, we only have one recommendation, and they're running out of time.
So we're going to go with that one.
That might be the one. We've got until April 15th if you're a patron, so just keep that in mind.
I'd like to give a shout out to one of our patrons.
Yes, as of today, recording this episode, one of our patrons who just joined earlier this year, Cody, he upped his subscription from $3 to $8.
Thank you.
I think it deserves a golf clap.
Yeah. So thank you, Cody. We appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Cody.
Super dope. Thanks.
We also do have other members that have pledged more.
Yeah,
We
we have
appreciate all of our
$5.
Patreon members. We appreciate all of our listeners in general.
Yeah, all of our
But
patrons.
we got fucking the Mullet Man himself. Well, sorry.
no longer
The
Mullet
artist
Man.
formerly known as Mullet Man,
Yes.
Hector, he's pledged over. And Tanker Tom.
Tanker
is
Tom.
Tanker Tom.
The other two I know.
But we appreciate everybody. $3 a month
Exactly.
is more than enough. I mean, we put in a lot of work. You guys appreciate it, and we appreciate you
Times are
appreciating
tough
that.
right now, so $3. I know
We-
we're sitting here preaching
you.
it's not much, but it's very appreciated.
Yeah, it is. So thank you guys. And so if anybody else would like to subscribe,
We do
patreon.com.
this for you.
You know what that money goes to? Not our pockets. It goes to buying things like this cool
Look
microphone
at this
arm.
new microphone. I'm no longer blocked.
See how we
Yeah,
have
That's
I still
for
can't.
you, Drew. That's
I
for
still
you.
can't chew in the left side of my mouth.
Yeah, but we have a new
I got
microphone.
a
arm.
microphone arm.
One
Mine's
of
the
one.
right side.
Is it? Bartenders.
And
Next
it's
week,
my left ear I'm deaf in.
Oh, it's my right.
you guys make one full person. Next week, this is the end of listener request because next week we have our final episode of April, which has become It's Gonna Be Bay week.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be bang.
Because we did 1 year where we did all Michael Bay movies
God,
for
never
May,
again.
and that ain't
Never
gonna happen again. Because we're not that bad, but if that's all you're watching, it hurts.
Dude, it was so rough.
It
So-
was.
and she didn't even watch them all. So
Yeah, you fucking sellout.
Didn't I?
no, you weren't on 6 Underground. Was
Yeah, I was.
One of them was Patrick, and not you.
If you pay $3 a month, you can go
You
back
can
and
get
check out
archives.
those archives.
Actually,
and
those are
settle
still
this-
on the mainstream. So,
Either way, settle this argument.
but next week we're doing It's Gonna Be Bay, and we are going to be talking about Michael Bay. Well, one of his 3 good movies.
We already
Maybe
did,
4.
we already did Pain and Gain. You say
She's being
my brain
facetious.
just broke, dude.
We are talking about The Rock
Oh, thank
Oh.
God.
with Sir Nicolas Cage and Mr. Sean Connery. You heard me.
Losers go home and complain about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
That's what I'm saying.
Darla
Wife's name was
Carla
the prom
was
queen.
The prom queen.
Wife's name, I don't know.
Carla, Darla, Marla,
Carla.
Sounds right.
Carla,
Either way.
Carla.
And you can watch
How can
The
you
Rock.
forget Carla? That's Scrubs.
and Cheers.
Oh, see?
And you can watch The Rock if you would like to watch it before we talk about it, which I recommend.
So do I.
I'm not saying I recommend the movie. I'm saying recommend watching it. Listen to the episode. Find out if I recommend it.
Spoilers.
I did. You can watch it right now on Hulu, and it's available on Amazon or Apple for
Where can you buy it?
$4. And I don't know, wherever you buy movies.
No, but I think I purchased it for $4.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available to rent for $4. As of recording, it's available to buy for $5. So I don't know how that will line up with this. I don't know if it's a sale. I don't know if that's like a
Right.
normal thing. But check that out because I don't usually advocate for digital, but $5, dude. Like fucking
This
He
is
has a
why I
rule.
own a whole bunch.
He has a rule. Jack is he. If it's $5, fucking buy it digital.
Send it.
I almost bought it. I don't even do digital.
Yeah. You know what $5 just bought me? Not getting up when I'm drunk.
Our mental health movie for this month is also listener requested. It's Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight.
Are we talking about Billy Zane's best fucking movie?
Billy Zane's best movie according to us and himself.
Yes.
Mow.
You'll get it if you know the movie.
Yeah. Soppy.
That's available on Stars, and you can rent it on Apple or Amazon for $4, buy it for $15, or you can get this sweet ass Shout Factory Blu-ray that I have. And I want to say this cost me like $15 or $17,
dude,
something.
send it my way.
And they sell their shit. You can get it through their website. You can also get it on Amazon and whatnot, but buy it directly from them. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Fuck Bezos.
Yeah.
And our Latchkey Vids episode for the month, as we mentioned, is Heil Honey, I'm Home, which is available on YouTube. Look up the one that comes in 3 parts. You have to go to 3 different videos,
But it's a much better quality.
It's so much easier on your eyes if you want to watch
You
it.
will thank yourself.
Before we move on from that, I did have somebody talk to me about Cop Rock.
Really?
They're like,
now?
I watched that when it came out. They're like, it was so ahead of its time.
What a fucking time to be alive. I'm so fucking jealous of this person. People were jealous they didn't get to like sail the 7 seas and discover lands. I wasn't old enough to appreciate Cop Rock when we didn't know we had America.
No, we did not know what we had. So I just wanted to. You're awesome, babe.
The patron Cody, who just upped his pledge.
Yeah.
He commented on our last Cop Rock episode and thanked us for introducing him to Cop Rock.
Yeah.
Dude, you are so fucking welcome. Like our listener Wes introduced me, and then I introduced these guys, and it has been just a wild ride since, and it's
been
such
a
a
riot.
fun one. Bleep, one of the last times we were hanging out, Bleep, we put it on, and he is fucking where we're at now. Like,
Yeah.
'cause he just could not
Didn't he
get
come
enough
over
of
and
it.
was like, "Can we put on Cop Rock?" You're like, "No."
He put it on. No, he put it on YouTube,
Okay.
and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I want to watch Cop Rock." I was like, "Not like that."
No,
I
because
got my high voice on. So
you know
it's like,
where you can
"Not
get
like
it.
that."
You know where you can get Cop Rock.
Where can you get Cop Rock?
Shout Factory has it on DVD.
Still not paying us.
I don't care.
We are paying them,
We are paying them.
but that's okay.
And of course, you guys, we have to thank Evasion for providing our opening and closing music
Always.
because they fucking rock and they did it for free. And if you want to hear Patch, who is from Evasion, talk about stuff, go back to November.
Street
We
Fighter?
talked about Street Fighter with him, and he
I
is
wish we had cameras.
maybe the most enthusiastic guest we've ever had in our
You can
life.
take that maybe and shove it up your garbage pail, buddy.
If we had cameras, it still wouldn't have worked because he was walking around this living room, just dancing around.
That's my only regret of the episode is we don't have your whole fucking house mic'd and wired up, man. A fucking Night with Patch needs a fucking motion camera.
Yeah, it does.
No complaints.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I've been Derek.
I'm married to him.
I'm Jittery Jack. Mow.
Good night and go pale yourself.
Like a rich fart from the back of a set of pants with a Hawaiian shirt tucked in. You wish it sounded like that. His didn't sound that fucking cute. Much, much better and wetter.